Hey guys, real quick before this video starts, if you'd like to support me and Lisa as we work on these awesome craft videos for you guys, feel free to join us on our Patreon or check out Lisa's SG shop where you can buy all this stuff and more. The links for both will be down in the description below. Right, now back to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Karen and I am the first half of Twins 2 Craft. Today I'm going to be putting up the very first craft video on our channel, and it's going to be for geometric origami. But I'm not going to be doing any geometric origami in this video because geometric origami is so based on a lot of it takes a lot of prep work, and just like with regular origami, you got to learn the basic folds before you can even begin to create anything. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be telling you what you need to do geometric origami, in this book at least, and how to prep the papers, and possibly even do the very first project, which is this little flower here. I guess it kind of looks like a flower. Now, the first thing you're going to need is paper. You can get construction paper. I do not suggest cardstock. Even this book says no cardstock. I at first thought cardstock would be better because it's sturdier, but no, cardstock is not what you want. This is cardstock. Do not use cardstock. Use just regular thin pieces of paper. Now, to get them as thin as this, you're going to need a paper cutter, or you can order them offline. Now, the ones I've ordered offline tend to be a bit on the smaller side. So once you have either this book or tutorial and your paper strips that you either got with this book, created yourself, or ordered offline, which I think you can order thicker strips offline, you're then ready to begin prepping your papers. You will also need scissors. Now, I do ask you guys that with both the paper cutter and the scissors, you guys are very careful. They are very sharp, and if you need adult supervision, don't be afraid to ask. So, having made all the ones on these covers, one of the last ones you make is this buckyball. Now, this looks pretty close and accurate to the original. So once you have cut your paper to size, and if you're like me and you're a sloppy paper cutter, a lot of them don't come out very even, so you have to cut 1,000 papers just to get the 600 you need. Once you find the 4 straightest ones, you're going to be using these to fold. I'm instead going to be showing you on the quilling paper, and what we're going to do is we're going to end up making it look like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to line it up corner to corner, and then you're going to fold down. You're going to try to keep it as even as possible, so if you need to, take it off and make sure it's aligned and not slightly turned. And then slip this back in. Just like so. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the blue over. You don't want to push too tight because that can cause it to warp. So we're just going to do that. And we're going to turn. And then we're just going to repeat this process. Fold over, crease, turn. Fold over, crease, turn. Alright, you're going to keep going until we have finished. Try not to crease until you have lined it up, because I just creased it slanted like that. And don't pull it too tight, because you don't want your pieces being too small, but we don't want them too loose either. So take your time, fold over, line up, crease it, turn, fold, line up, crease, and turn. So we're just going to continue it with these strips. This strip should be enough to finish the to give me enough pieces for the flower. Okay, we're coming up to the end. It's getting harder and harder to keep it aligned straight. As you can see, it's starting to turn a little bit. Remember that when you do you want to try to make sure they're about even. You know, you do yellow first. It's going to be shorter than the blue. And then you're going to do blue and it's going to like even out a little bit. And then yellow. And then blue. And it is totes okay. I don't know why I said totes. It is totally okay for it to not fully overlap. It's totally okay to do that. So then you just kind of have this like a little accordion. And then you just slowly do the process of unfolding. Now we have our two zigzaggy shapes. And it just so happens that I get 23 out of this strip. Based on the width and folded against itself, I get 23 and half squares. Based on the way I folded it. Now I have folded some that I can get 20 and then I'll fold it wrong and only get like 16 or 17. So I mean, you got to be careful when folding because it will change how many you do get. So now we have our lovely pieces. Now I'm going to be making this just because it's basically a sample. It is the first piece, but it is basically a sample. Now this piece is made up of 5 triangles and 5 connections. So we have 5 yellow triangle pieces. These are 6 long, 6 squares long. I always try to count them like this, you know, have them like this. One pyramid is 1, 2, 3. And that's 6 sections. Now the connectors are only 4 sections long, but you still need 5 of them. So I know that I can get this 5 sections I need from this blue, but I'm not going to be able to get the 5 sections I need from this yellow. So I'm going to have to fold another yellow. And the great thing is, if you need to, you can take one that's already been folded and just line it up like so. Keep the yellow lined in and just go in and fold, and it'll fold nicely into the slots where the last one was. Just like that. So we're going to move over, flip over, line up, crease, turn, fold over, line up. It's already creased. And we just continue to redo this with the blue. See, that also helps keep it roughly the same size. So because I started with blue this time, I ended with the yellow this time. But now I get to take it apart again and then cut them all to size. Alright, so now we have our 3 pieces of paper. And we're going to cut them to size. We're first going to cut the yellow. We'll go 1, 2, and 3 mountains. And then we'll cut here. Now, this mountain here doesn't go all the way. Doesn't go all the way down. On scaffolding, this would be okay. Or the triangle shapes. Because you can hide that inside. But to be honest, if you have the paper to not use it, don't. Because it does make it less sturdy, I think. So instead, we're just going to cut the 2 more we need from this strip. Because I'm using thinner paper, these ones are actually much smaller than these bigger ones. Much smaller. So our final product is actually going to be much smaller. Now we need to cut the 5 blue pieces. And this ones are only going to require 2 mountains. So we're going to go 1, 2. So now we've cut our strips, we need to somehow refold them so that they can assemble this piece right here. The best way to do this is, I find, to take this piece, just kind of tuck it in like so. And then I like to crease the corners just so it kind of stays triangle-y. You want to make sure you remember which side the end flap is on. So go ahead and do that for the rest of your yellow pieces. I'm going to do the same with the smaller ones just to show you guys like a small size comparison. So now we've had all of our triangles made. Now we get to use the connecting pieces to what is called the scaffolding. And we're going to just stick this inside. I like to do the loose side first. I'm going to slide this in. And then we're going to fold this over and pull it back down like so. We're then going to take the next triangle, slide this on, fold them together and press really hard to create a crease, and voila. Now, it doesn't matter which side you choose, but as soon as you choose that side, you're going to have to continue in that direction. I'm going to choose this side. Just like that. Choose my, next piece of scaffolding. Make sure I got the loose edge here. Fold this through, fold over, fold again, press, and crease. As you can see, we now have kind of like half of a sextagon, but we're only going to do 5, so it's not going to fully close like this. Grab the 4th one, grab the final piece. Try to make, you don't have to have them all going the same way, but since this is the only one with raw edges, you definitely want to make sure the connectors in this side is, the edges on the scaffold thing is in the connector. Now, we're almost done. As you can see, we've only used 4 connectors, and this side is not yet connected. So what I like to do is I like to hold these 2 together, and then grab my final connector piece and slip it through both of them. Then you're going to fold it over, do the crease, and voila. Alright, I'm going to quickly make this one just to show you guys the size comparison. Alright, so this was the very first geometric origami. This is technically the first piece. So we do have 14 more plus a secret 15th one if I ever figure out how to make it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make some of the basic geometric origamis. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I hope you've learned a lot. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in a comment down below. Or if there's any other tutorials or crafts you want us to do, definitely leave those in a comment down below as well. And if you are new to the Twins 2 Craft channel, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next geometric origami.